Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Wanted to bring you guys a little update on Litecoin, some of the things I was looking at, and I'm standing back and taking a big picture view of this. So that's what we're going to talk about today. If you guys could like, subscribe, all that would be wonderful. I love having you here. Very appreciative. So guys, what we're seeing is downward trends. You see this, you see this, and you see that. So I had a guy who was arguing with me a little bit and saying that we still weren't in a bear market, and I said we're absolutely in a bear market. How could we not be in a bear market? I said look at Litecoin. It is down $305 from its all-time highs, and it's down 82%. So guys, I believe when the stock market, the Great Depression, crashed, it was like a 69 or 70, somewhere right in there, percent crash. So I mean, we have been in one of the biggest crashes that you essentially can experience, and that's what I'm here to tell you guys. Don't fight the trend. Don't fight the trend. I've learned it. It came from, studying what a lot of people were doing, and also through making my own decisions and seeing different things. But you guys really have to pay attention to that trend, because it's going to tell you everything. Look at the volume. See the volume decreasing, and that's what happens in those bear markets, going down just like that. Once you pay attention to that, then we're also looking at the RSI here, and you see this. Here's a high, lower high, lower high. So guys, and then here's our lows, lower low, lower low. So you got to look at these things and just see, like I was trying to explain to him, and say, hey, this is a bear market, and it's going to work itself out. Every bear market is a bull market in gestation. So essentially what we're going to get to do is experience these highs again when this does take off, because there will be a time where we will test this all-time high again. Litecoin is doing huge things. The news has been great. The adoption's been awesome. It's just getting out of this bear market. And when you're in a bear market like this, with Bitcoin leading it and everything, it's going to pull all great projects are going to go down for the most part in a bear market. So no matter how bullish the news is right now, you may see a temporary spike, and then guys are going to sell it off. And that's what you're seeing people do with Ethereum Classic. I do believe that it pumped up when everyone said, oh, it's going to be on Coinbase, right? What is it, guys? Buy the rumor, sell the news. And that's what these guys are doing, and they're dumping big time on retail investors, because this is the Wild West and there's no regulations. So we have to think like them, and this type of spike and this type of move will happen again. It will happen again, guys. Remember, this isn't financial advice, but if these things aren't going away, Litecoin's going to have another market cycle to complete. And then the next one, when it does happen, guys, it could be a couple years from now, or it could start tomorrow. But the next wave, do you see, even here was a wave, a big one, here was another big top, and they just keep getting bigger through the cycles. Then it will go through the bear market, lose about 70-80%, and then the next wave could be somewhere up in here, $700, $800. Depends on how bullish things are, because you get some serious good news in a bull market, people are going to rush to it. So Litecoin's definitely one I think is here to stay, guys. I think it's going to be one of the ones that is adopted, and you can already see it taking place. So I wanted to bring this to you guys. Don't get discouraged. Obviously what you want to do is guard your capital the best you can. But if you're just a long-term hodler and a long-term investor, guys, hold on. Don't go selling it at these prices now after an 82% drop, because the whales are going to come back in, and now they're going to ride it up. Just like the guys, when they could put the futures on, they saw this going straight up, guys, and they said, all right, it's time to short it. Let's go. They shorted the heck out of it, when you and I were thinking that maybe we were just going to have a pullback and be going on to the next one. Because this is very bizarre, to see that huge ramp like that in that short amount of time. So what this correction is us right now working it out. We're working this out. Remember, nothing can be built on stilts. Now we're working this out. And as soon as we find that bottom, then the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to go. So also look at this right here, guys. You see, we still are building that base, which is nice. just going along like this never even happened. If you could just draw a line here from when we were investing back here, guys, to here we woke up. Now, if we would have missed the last 8 months and said, hey, okay, it's at the same exact price I got it for, you know, before that run, before it happened. But so look at these things, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful night. It's great talking to you. You guys tell me what you're doing. Are you slowly accumulating at $63, guys? We know what this is going to be worth. 84 million total Litecoin. That's all that's it. A million people can have 84 Litecoin on the face of the earth. And that's what's crazy, because this is different, guys. This is money from all around the world, and that's why these markets could grow so big, because it's not just money in the United States or money in China. This is total. So why couldn't you see a $5 trillion market cap? We're very early into this, and that's why we're seeing these huge swings. The earlier you are in the speculative market, the bigger the swings are going to be. Okay, and that's why it's important to use stop losses if you're trading. We've all learned it. We've all said, oh, you know what, I won't put a stop loss in because I could get pinged out, this or that, and maybe it's going to move against me, which, guys, it can happen at times. But you also could be going to take a shower and this is Bitcoin, and you come back and it's either down or up $1,000. It happens. So if you're going long like that, you always want to have a stop just in case the market goes against you on like some news like we had, which is good news, guys. They're still examining it. Everything else like that, it wasn't declined. So this was what I anticipated the whole time. Many people anticipated the whole time. But you know, you guys tell me what you're doing. It's been great to talk to you. I want to do one last thing I just thought of here. So we'll just go from here, guys. About right in there. We'll see where we've retraced. Zoom in there. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Great to be here with you. Yeah, guys, we're through the 786 there. That was at 83. So these are the type of corrections. You see this one here, guys. I was doing some Fibonacci's on them and stuff like that. These corrections, they come down to the 886, and they sometimes go all the way down to 1. It happens on a lot of these. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this. We broke down through this 786, which is deep. I mean, we're deep, guys. So to the person who I was having that conversation with, I hope that you can see that this is a bear market, and it is what it is, guys. You read regular stock books and things, 30% is huge in terms of loss. We're looking at 80s. We're 80%. How much this has ran up and then dropped. But like I said, look at this base, and what if we start making another move here over the next few months? Very well could happen. We never know when the big whales come in. But as aggressive they are on the downside and shorting it, they'll be even more aggressive on the upside because of the greed too. But you guys take care. God bless.